have to ask you 1, 2 sad shorty questions. All right.
Okay.
And if you don't want to answer, I know there's a lot of drama that went on, and I don't want to like add to it because it's kind of in the past.
Yeah.
But you know, time heals all wounds, they say. You know. So do you feel like there's ever a day where we could see a full Sad Shorty reunion with the three of you?
I don't think it would be possible. I don't know. Like, genuinely, it's crazy too, because every time I'm on TikTok live, people always come and like, and I always say the same thing. I'm like, okay, Sad Shorties, me and Puffy, we still post, like, you know, on the channel. And I was like, and like, if you want to see her content too, she has her own channel. She posts. She's had her own channel from before Sad Shorties even. So like, you guys can still see the content. It's just like now it's separate, and that's kind of like where it's gonna land. Like, I don't really know what else to do, and I feel like if you go on the internet and look, like, people already know the story.
Yeah, everyone knows.
You know, because it's like we like, you know, took down our stuff, but I can't control what these like other people do and say and put on the internet to like say what had happened or whatever. So it's kind of like out there, which is really annoying because I really like, I don't like mix at all. And all the friends that I've had in my life, like, we've been friends for a long time. Like, the friends that I have, these are like 20-year friendships, like actually crazy. Like some of these girls I met when I was like 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're still friends to this day. So I feel like that's like super crazy. And I always never understood when girls would do this thing, and I saw it a lot on social media. They'd be like, oh, ride or die, my best friend, like posting. And then all of a sudden, oh, that's my op, we're gonna fight. I'm like, wait, wasn't that your sister? Weren't you guys gonna get matching tats? Like, how the hell do you want to fight somebody that was your blood like friend like this? So I just never understood, like, how can you be so close with somebody and then be not friends with them? I just didn't understand how that was fathomable. And like, but like, as you grow up and stuff and you realize, okay, like, sometimes people just like grow apart. Sometimes people can't see eye to eye, and like, that's just what it is. Like, not all friendships are gonna last until the end of time. I feel like it was hard for me to take that in, you know, because I always thought like everyone that's in my life is gonna be here for forever. Like, I couldn't see outside of that. So like, definitely it was an adjustment. But yeah, so life happens.
You don't really see like any possibility, is what you're saying, based on how things played out. Like, what if there was a big bag for the three of you to like reunite and do like bring back Q-Tip and SK and like, you know, like, what if it was like there was some kind of like incentive? Because I feel like in 10 years, for example, if you guys run into each other, I feel like the thing that might stand out more is the good memories that you guys had versus like the drama that unfolded. And like, I'm not sure about exactly your friendship and like the situation, but like in general with time, I feel like sometimes what we might be pissed off at, like for the next 5 years, maybe
like
20 years, you're going to get over
like,
it.
Oh, like, it's not a big deal. I feel like, honestly, what would have to happen would have to be like a conversation outside of social media first. And, you know, like, hey, would you be down to like hear what you did wrong, and like really like sit down? I feel like there would have to be like a mediator. Like, I just don't see in a realistic world how it could happen, but it would have to be like that type of thing. It'd have to be like a mediator and like really like point A, point B, C type of vibe.
But honestly, even as I asked that question, like, I'm a proponent that everything happens for a reason, you know?
Right? Sometimes it's just life.
And I feel like when the split kind of happened, it kind of allowed you to come into your own, in my opinion, where it's like you're able to kind of focus on you individually as a brand. And I feel like people want to see you. They want to like hear from Destiiny, you know what I'm saying? Even though they want to see you on Sad Shorties as well with the other girls and stuff, like they also want to just hear from you. And I seen comments like, yo, like, you have this light that's shining now. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so even though like it unfolded in an unfortunate way, I feel like ultimately, like, you know, everything happens for a reason. And like, it seems like both, like all three of you girls are like doing good things. Our own stuff, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And if that's what had to happen, then that's what had to happen, you know? I'm going to switch gears because I have a rapid fire. And like, I feel like that kind of got deep. I don't know. Like, I know it's a touchy subject.
Have you ever had like a friend and then you guys weren't friends anymore?
Yeah.
How did that go? Like, how did you deal with that?
I feel like it's different. Like, it kind of like you just ignore it. You know what I'm saying? Like you might be pissed off about it for the first like month or something, and then like you just never see that person again. But it's different because you guys had such a like public friendship, and like also you're seeing it all the time, right? Like there's video essays about you guys. You know what I'm saying? Which is like, wild.
We weren't consistent because after all that shit went down, like who wants to be on social media when you're constantly getting attacked, constantly? That's like, it wasn't like as much of like like supportive place to be. Like after that, we were like, oh my gosh, like let's leave this alone. But we were like, no, like we still do like talking about the stuff that we want to talk about. So we do post, but like, yeah, we definitely did take a break, and like it was hard because it wasn't just like for the clout or for money or this or that. It wasn't for that, you know. Obviously that's like an amazing thing if we could get some money from it, but even the money that we did make as like Sad Shordies, I feel like people again had this perception, but I also have to remind everyone we're Canadian content creators. We're not American content creators. So like even with the YouTube channel, yeah, we made somewhat of a profit, but that's split 3 ways, first of all, you know, and it's just like they don't pay as much as the States. So I think like even after like all the Sad Shordies, everything, like throughout the entirety of Sad Shordies beginning to end, we made like 11K. So we split it 3 ways. So each person got like 3,000 something. Yeah. That's after like 2.5 years of content or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. And I remember Puffy Mac was like, I make more from my regular job. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not like a crazy flip, like 3K in like, wait, how many years?
I have to refer to it again, but it was something.
It was like 3,800 or something, right?
It was long. It was a long time. Like at least it was definitely over a year, maybe 2.5 or 2 years, something like that.
So where do you take like Sad Shordies from here? Because like I know I see what you're doing with your YouTube channel. I know like posted like 3 videos in the last month, which is really good. I know how hard it is to stay consistent because even with Borough Sound, like I'm not the most consistent, but I'm always like, just get back to it eventually, like just don't quit type stuff. But where do you guys plan on taking Sad Shordies? Is it gonna kind of primarily be on that like mukbang story time, kind of like what you guys are already doing now? You're just gonna kind of do more, or do you see yourself more focusing on like the individual YouTube?
It's crazy because me and Kiana were kind of talking about this briefly. So we went to Los Angeles not too long ago because we have this friend that's like a streamer on Twitch and stuff. And like he was telling us like, yo, you guys need to really like, you know, tap into this. And we were really thinking about it. So it's just like there's a lot of things in the works. She dropped her book and then she's also doing her podcast. I'm doing like a bit of my YouTube stuff and like also just trying to figure out life in general with what I want to do with like film and everything and like tapping into like public relations because that's what I went to school for and everything. But I definitely do see Sad Shorty still continuing to grow. I just want us to be able to talk more about like just like elevation, wellness, mental health and well-being. And I want to also, if we could, do a stream as well. So like me and her would be like streamers, I guess, because I feel like that's more interactive. So you're able to really get people and get people's stories, and we could talk about things in real time and connect with viewers that way and just like talk about their struggles and then relate it to our struggles. I kind of want to take it there.
I like that.
So we were thinking about that.
It's kind of like, you know how in the manosphere, like there's like those alpha male characters that attract like these younger dudes who want to be better men. I feel like the same way Sad Shorties attracts people who want to like heal, who want to like work on themselves. Like I see a lot of girls who are like, yo, you guys are like my older sisters. You guys get a lot of love from the UK. Like, so I really think that that's a good lane.
Yeah, that's what, because I feel like, you know, that was like the overall premise of it. And then just also like having fun with your friends, like enjoying friendship and just like, you know, like sharing that too. Because friendship is really a beautiful thing, especially when it's able to like withstand like the tale of time and everything. It's just like, it's beautiful.